Hey guys, welcome to my messy kitchen. I'm Kendu. Today we're going to learn how to make a low Fodmap vegetable stock. Just in case we have any viewers out there who, like me, from time to time need to be on a low Fodmap diet. So even if you're not and you got a lot of stress in your life and you find yourself with a lot of belly trouble, you might want to try getting on a low Fodmap diet for a little while and see if it helps you. Basically speaking, no onions, no garlic, quite a few other things as well, but those are the biggies because they're in so much food. As you go to all my recipes, they have onions and garlic in them. So how do you make a tasty stock without them? Well, the truth is you still use them. And then we have these leeks. You can't eat them, but they're your friend, as well as chives. And between all of that, we will get our onion garlic flavor going. I got all my ducks in a row. You go get yours in a row, and when you're ready, we will cook this together. Are you ready? Let's do this. Leeks. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to chop them off at the green parts. You can't eat the white parts if you're on a low Fodmap diet. It's like eating onions. And you can't eat the green parts either, but we're going to cook with them and get all that oniony flavor out of them. Now the thing is, they're filthy nasty. You won't believe how much mud you're going to find in your leek leaves. So you got to wash them one by one with your hands, rub them under running water and get rid of all of that dirt. And then we will take it from there. Basically get rid of any part that isn't green. You don't even want light green, you just want green. Chop it up into about 1-inch pieces. If you want some real nice bold flavor in your vegetable stock, take your vegetables, your parsnips, your carrots, your fennel, your potatoes, and put your oven on like 425, put them on a sheet pan and roast them for about 10-15 minutes until they start to brown on the top. This will give you extra flavor. I live in Florida, it's July and we're under a heat advisory. I'm not putting my oven on unless I absolutely have to. Now remember I said we're not going to do without the garlic entirely. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to infuse our olive oil with the garlic. So that's our first step. You're going to get yourself a nice sized pot like this. 5 to 7 quarts ought to do it. This is 7. And put in about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. As a matter of fact, what you really ought to do is get this pot heated up first. So I've put my heat on medium. Letting that pot heat up. When it's ready, I'll throw the oil in there. Alright, we're going to put in our olive oil into this heated pan. And when that olive oil starts to shimmer, we're going to put in our garlic. So I took about 3 large cloves of garlic and I chopped them up, not very finely because we're going to fish them out once the garlic has infused its flavor into the olive oil. Looks like my oil is about ready, so I'm going to go ahead, put the garlic in there, turn the heat on a little lower, just letting that oil soak in that garlic flavor, and you can see it's starting to brown up a little bit, so we're going to have to pull them out soon because you don't want burnt garlic flavor in anything. And there you have it. Garlic infused olive oil. Turn your heat back up and we're going to take about a handful of our chopped scallions, throw them in there. Take a handful of your chopped leeks and throw them in there. And we're going to saute them. You didn't see that. Alright, it should be smelling good by now. You can put the rest of your chives in. The rest of your leeks, your vegetables. I've got 4 medium-sized carrots chopped up into 1-inch bits, and I have a parsnip in here as well. About a tablespoon of salt. This is celery. It's only low FODMAP in small amounts, so you only want to use 1 stem. A bay leaf. A sprig of fresh rosemary. A few sprigs of fresh thyme. And a handful of fresh Italian parsley. If you got them, take 2 medium-sized potatoes, scrub them real good, cut them into quarters, put them in there. If you have a small fennel bulb, slice the bulb up, about 1/8 of an inch slices, and then chop up the fronds, throw them in there as well. Small handful of black peppercorns. Take fresh cold water and cover up your concoction until the vegetables are covered by about 2 inches of water. Depending on how many vegetables you use, that could be anywhere from about 10 to 16 cups. Give it a little stir. That's all there is to it. You put the lid on it, you let it come to a simmer, and let it simmer for about 1 hour. And that's all there is to it. Once it's done, you fish out all of it. You just fish all of your vegetables and herbs out of there and just toss them or save. I like to eat the carrots, to be honest with you. I can't help myself. They are so darn good. And then very carefully strain the rest of it into your containers. Or if you got a big measuring cup like this, you can strain it right into the measuring cup, and then you know how much is going to be in your container when you put it in there. So I got about a dozen cups of broth out of this deal. There you have it. Thank you for hanging out with me in my messy kitchen. I hope you had some fun learning how to make low FODMAP vegetable stock if you didn't already know how to make it. You can see this recipe and more of my original recipes at kenduskitchen.com. If you'd like to support this show, it'd be much appreciated. You can do that at patreon.com/FIMMK. Take care.